Hi everybody, welcome back to Regrowth Revisited, episode 3 with me, Sid. And done a little bit of work around. Obviously we expanded the base last episode. I have been grassing the area and I planted some spruce saplings. I've planted and harvested several lots of spruce because I want to build my little house here. And then this area is going to all be open and grass. I've got some more dirt to go. But more importantly, right now, I also have got 4 more string, which means I have got the makings of a bed. So when I do want to sleep through the night, I can. Now, as it happens, I've just used the last of my bone meal, so right now I don't actually want to sleep through the night. What I want to do, I don't want to go near those wither witches. I remember what they're called. It's amazing all the stuff that comes back to you, you know. You kind of go, oh, they were. No! Oh, God. I'm going to die. I'm going to... I think I got away with that. I'm not 100% certain that I got away with it. And I really don't want to leave my wood, this wood here that I so carefully harvested. I can always break this back down, can't I? I do need to kill an enderman. So, and I'm fairly certain that they don't have the I'm going to teleport you out trait. How certain? Not very. Come on then, matey. Oh, come on. I'm going to have a lot of dirt to move, aren't I? Can't get me there, mate. I mean, this is suicidal. Come on then. Oh, come on. This is not even my spawn point, is it? So, if I die here, I'm in trouble. Right. Leg it. Run, 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 run. I know he's behind me. Drop an ender pearl, you get. Yes! Right, well that was a quest done. And now we can take all of this down and then we can see what we've got in the pit. Pit is 3 deep now as well. What I still need to do is get myself a murder hole. It could ideally do with being too wide as well, because then it'll trap, well, it won't trap spiders, but they'll go down. Do I want them to be trapped? I don't know. Anyway, let me just undo this mess. Whoa. Where did he go? Oh, he's there. Hang on. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, and that is the pit cleared. Oh, we got is there anything here I don't need? I don't really need all of that, do I? And that brain as well. Wood ash. Stuff, more stuff. I don't want to get rid of that stuff. That's a lot of stuff. The brain versus wood ash. We can get more wood ash. We can make wood ash, I believe, once we've got the right stuff. Right, let us continue with the plan. So, first things first, I need to tidy up my inventory again a bit. I really do need to actually make myself another double chest. Which we can then go over, and because they're going to go on this wall, we will do that, and we can start moving our chests and stuff over. But that's going to be the outside walls. They're going to go up, and it's going to be a Tudor style thing with an overhang, so we build the overhang in as well. 2 stories, cellars, usual stuff. You can go in, that can go. What do you use you for? You make an ender pearl or ender charge or concussion charge. Okay, well, we make things. That's all good. We can pop you away. We've got you to pop away, and we've got some more string to pop away. Excellent. I'm not too worried about my inventory right now, but I am going to be. So, let's start off with this. We get another, and we claim the reward. Unlocks 2 quests elsewhere. Okay. The end of the line. Okay, when do provide no insights, can you seem to recall having broken through? Perhaps you may learn more by paying a visit to the patron in their homeland. You learn little about the realm known as the End. Let her know how to get there. End portal placer and Eye of Ender. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's not happening anytime soon. That's all good. That's fine and dandy. That's going in there. Let us come back to what the things are. I want to have a look at a seed analyzer. That's my first job. Because we're getting these seeds and we're breeding them, and they are things. I need some glass. Okay, that's simple. For glass, I'm going to need some sand. Oops, hello, there we go. And chuck a piece of that in. So that's glass underway. What else do I need? Cobblestone slab. Okay. Oh, hello. We also did make the chisel. I don't know whether I've got that. No, what the world enables. No, what the world embraces. Because that was an easy one. It just gave us some marble. There are some bits in here we want to get into. Barrels, drawers, compartments, things like that. We'll start looking at in a moment. But the first things first, get me a slab. Some wood and some wood slabs. So a wood slab. And any particular one out of those will do. That one. Actually, just as a stupid question. No, you don't do anything fancy, do you? Let's get rid of those so I'm not carrying them. Boop. So we've got that. We can make that. It's a shame you have to make that so many, but we'll use the rest in the thing. So the seed analyzer. Oh, this is the one that patterns it into it. Yeah, I actually did prefer this style rather than so you can just put your recipe in the grid and then make it. I mean, having shift click or something might not be a bad decision. So if I pop that in there, it's got growth gain and things, so we're improving the spud. The humble potato is being improved. So if we cross breed those, they'll get stronger, in theory. And we could do that actually, because we've got sort of a bit more cross cropping space. Mandrakes, okay, we've got what we needed there. So what we'll do is we'll plant these 2 potato seeds here. Leave that one, that's fine. We'll let them grow, and then we'll cross crop those and try and start improving our humble spud to the point where it yields more and stuff. Might as well. It doesn't cost us anything other than a bit of time. Right, what else have we got now? Because we've now got that one, which gives us an agricultural journal. I'll teach you the basics of farming. Crops start with you'll need to blah blah blah. Reveal properties if you, as well as, oh, I can actually, I think I can put the journal in there, can't I? That's right, I remember now. And the other one that we wanted to have a quick look at, well, we're going to have to get into that, but first things first, I am going to work on the property. So let me do a little bit of building, and I'll be back in a short while. Okay, we're getting there steadily. I've screwed up, but I need some more floor, and this is one of the most abundant wood types I've got. It grows a lot, so I've got a whole load of those saplings. So I just took 16 outside to grow naturally. I have also run out of glass because I forgot that the connected textures mod in this version, in fact I think pretty much every version, I can't remember a time when the connected textures mod for glass panes worked properly. Right there. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I could have just gone over to this stuff that's on the surface. Yeah, it doesn't work very well for glass panes, basically, and consequently I had to break some glass. But we've almost got the first floor on. I need a few more. Oh, there you go. I couldn't remember whether this version of Minecraft had the 2x2. Well, I'll rephrase this. I know this version of Minecraft had the 2x2 spruce trees. I couldn't remember whether this was the version where you could plant a 2x2 and get a big one. The answer is yes, it is. Because there it is. There's the big one. So yeah, it'll allow me to build. We're going to have a couple of windows facing out. We're going to use some of this wood here for the. It's quite ugly, but it's one we've got a lot of. We can always change it out later. The objective for this episode, apart from completing a few objectives, is going to be more along the lines of getting a house, getting some building done. It makes a change to these kind of games to build, and especially on episode 3. That's for me, that seems quite rare. So we are going to spiral up here. Fortunately, the tools we have are virtually infinite because of the flint, and there's so much flint in the world, we're never going to break these tools. Eventually we'll have to get to the point where we start working on all the materials, and the quests will draw us to that. But right now I'm just going to concentrate on getting my house built. And this is going to make a big difference, I think. I've still got plenty of. I think I'm going to get more than enough saplings. But I think growing a 2x2 is probably better than growing these trivial little ones, especially once I've got some bone meal again. Anyway, yeah, that was just a quick update. I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, well, we're making steady progress. I'm also now crossing everything I can. So these are ready. That's a 333, that's a 221. I haven't got any sticks on me. The building is coming along nicely. We've got a ground floor. I'm going to stick a fireplace in this end, I think, so we'll move this chest along. So I think that, yeah, that will work nicely there. And I can eat that apple. Yeah, these autumn logs, they drop apples as well, so they actually aren't too bad. We'll stick a fireplace over here. We'll have some storage under here. Actually, can I, or should I even start with that? I can't remember whether I can do this in this version without iron, because I might need, I don't think I can put a chesticle there. Let's go find out. Actually, I've got plenty of wood. I think I need trap chesticles. So we'll find out, won't we? Yeah, you can't put one there. I can put one there, however. We could block that in. That's going to be, that needs to be a slab if I'm doing that though, doesn't it? And that was stupid. Easy fix though. Right, let me slabby jabby those up. Let me, I haven't got, I should have loads of wood. Yeah, there you go. And that's the garbage wood anyway, so if we get, I'll get 2 lots of those. Yay, good old version of Minecraft that spits your inventory out the moment you look at it cross-eyed. But then we can go, and we can probably get away with one more above that. 2, 3, 4. And then we just got the gap down the back, which I know that will open through there. So if I were to pop that out, and then we'll put things in there. Actually, might as well just stick another one in there. That another torch in there will give me something. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Let me just get these going. Again, this wood is not my actual first choice, but it's what I got. I don't really want it to be all spruce. I've got plenty of spruce, but I don't want it to be all spruce. So, what was the quest we had? I think it was better barrels, wasn't it? Better barrel. Let's have a look at barrel then. So we just need a chest, logs and slab. Chest easy. Logs easy. Slab easy. Barrel. Got one of those. I probably can't claim the reward right now, but let me come and pop that there. And then we can pop all of that in there. And I need 3 more of those. So what we'll do is we shall pop out and we'll harvest some of these. See, they grow pretty big. Which in itself is a bit annoying because they can become a bit of a pain to harvest. But that's fine. It's not like I'll be wanting for charcoal anytime soon, is it? We probably want to do the storage drawers quest out of that line as well. Yeah, these branchy ones are a bit more of a pain to dig up. So anyway, I'll keep on harvesting. Be back in a sec. Alright, we are just sorting out our inventory space in the thing now. I'm having to go at one of these cabinets. Cabinet Mark 1, Enhanced Inventories. Does that need to be a stained clay, I think. Okay. Let's have a look. Red stained, orange, yeah. Which basically needs to be hardened clay with a piece of colour. Okay, so I need to make more hardened clay, so I need another 7 hardened clay. Clay is not actually as rare as you think. 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, not a major heartache, thank you. But we've got a structure look. I also need to put in a door and some steps of some description, but we'll get there in a moment. Let me just do... That's probably as easy as anything. I'm really almost out of charcoal, so I probably need to grab a stack of those. I've got 4 ovens in here. And let's cook that lot, and then we'll use the balance to cook what's left. But we'll do that. So that should give me 4. Once that's in, that'll give me 4, and that'll be enough to make me 64. Well, 62. That's doing its thing. Right, in terms of steps, we'll go with... Got those. In fact, we got those. So this is thing. Not a huge amount we can do with in the way of fireplaces and kitchens around here. And obviously I need to swap out those. Let me just check that, because that feels like I just made a hole. Yeah, alright. That's going to be problematic, because I was thinking about sticking some burning netherrack there once I get to the point of having some netherrack. But, you know, I haven't got any netherrack. I haven't got any campfires, so we haven't got that as an option. But we have at least got 2 floors. Lighting is terrible because the torches are just stabbed everywhere. We're going to... we'll take that out, that will. We're going to bring this up, and we're going to continue up here a little bit with more of this. I just need to cook some more stone, and then we can just have a little chimney. It doesn't have to be brilliant, just has to go up there, and that gives me the opportunity then to stick in a nice window up here. Did you? Yeah, you did, of course you did. So we've got a nice sea view. However, we'll put some banister across here. Need to do something around here just to stop us. Well, to be honest, we won't fall, because, you know, that involves actually being able to fall from that height. But seem to be fairly clear at the moment. I keep hearing, I heard footsteps earlier, and I assumed it was something that got in the trench. But on the whole, that's not a bad little dwelling. We can improve the walls of this place a lot by using cobble or something. But I was going to put my food in here, and then I realised that crafting station links to that. So, and I was looking at alternative solutions, and did I not have a petal? Make it purple, why not? That'll probably give me purple dye. Will you? Yes, you will. Okay. Damn it. I need to get more crafting benches going, but if I do that, that gives me purple. And then that gives me one of those. And that's still giving me that chest. And that is our cabinet. Now, can I do you again, please? So I need another 4. Oh, another clay. And then let's just, I suppose I could just use that, couldn't I? And convert you over as well. That's all good. I've got a feeling this will stack upwards. Could be wrong. But there certainly were a number of there we go, that'll do for food. That's miscellaneous, so I'm going to put you down as misc items for now. Wooden, and then blocks, glass for the window, and then we just need to cook a little bit more cobble and we can make the chimney. Actually, let's go one bigger. Have I got any more of that? Let me just go and check, 'cause I thought I had more. Got a little, may not be quite enough, but to be honest, I think we need to cap you off with a non-spawnable block. That would make a lot. Oh, I already had some. Okay, fine. Yeah, that'll do. I don't think we need to get any more fancy than that. Again, this is not the level of building we're going to be able to achieve in this is going to be severely limited anyway by the block palette. But we can put a little chimbley on the top. I mean, technically speaking, they're usually higher than the pinnacle of the roof, but who cares? It doesn't matter. That matters. I've not got any plants growing over there. That's going to give me a little bit of damage, but we'll live. Let's sleep the night away. And let's see. Well, let's go and put some stuff away. Let's see about bringing the last of the things in. Do I have anything like a table available? Oh, good, we've got Bibliocraft tables, which is nice and simple. So presumably I can do, I would have said presumably I can do spruce, but I'm not seeing spruce as an option. Got oak. Boop, boop, boop. And we'll put you there. Grab you. What do I know? What do I know now? So my mutations: wheat and carrot, potato and carrot. Carrot seeds, okay. I don't. So there appears to be 2 mutations off of those, which we can do. And then those. Alright, so we've got more. That gives us all that kind of stuff to analyse. You can come with me. I'll not get everything in there, but we can make a start with the food. Technically food, although you won't want to eat it. Bowl can stay in there because that kind of works with food. All of that can go in here for now. We'll get a witchery section eventually. Get our little analyzer there. And that should be everything. Oops, don't want to, actually I can go in there for now because I don't really need it. That can go there, that can go there, that can still go up there. So the last thing I need to do is do something about these torches because they're ugly. For that I'm going to want my chisel and we'll chisel the torches into... See, I really would prefer things that hang. But in the absence of that, we'll go with those. Get rid of that. That's all nicely illuminated without having things all over the floor. Put one of those there. Something there and there perhaps. Wow, this is going to be awkward to light, isn't it? I mean, I'm kind of stuck with that until I get a light that I can hang. Oh well, there's only one in the middle of the floor, I'll live with that. And we'll keep them all to a theme. And then, well, we'll do one on the banister rail when I put that in. I think I've got some fence, haven't I? Let me have a look. Yes, I have. I mean, it's not matching this, but again, limited resource forces a certain amount of improvisation. Like that, perhaps. I don't think I've got enough to do. Yeah, I have actually, and then we can do that. That works. At least the floor's not covered in torches now. The walls we'll leave to another time. So, with all of that in mind, let us have a look at what we've got going on. So we need to claim this reward. The barrel hammer and what are you? I think you just go on the side, don't they? Yeah, I don't think they have a great deal of use within this, but that's fine. We've got the drawers. Compartment. This is an interesting one. Let's have a look at the compartment. 4 chests, a book. I can't make a book, so oh, I can if I do that, but I need some string, which I've got. So 2 blank patterns, string and paper. Paper. We've got. Need 4 chests. Which I think went like, oh, I need to do the book first, don't I? That's right. Buttons. Okay. So what did I need for the? I need 1, 2. Actually, we'll do the more plentiful wood. And 1, 2, 3. And a piece of string. I'm going to have to kill some mobs at some point, but for now, that plus those will give me that. Tab name, okay. Alright, so you could, it's basically, so if I put, right, interesting. Pickaxe. That's another little weird quest that we've completed. The one we should be looking at is this, which is a white bag. Because then we've got the carrying capacity. White bag. But I'm going to need to do spooders for that, because I can't think we can get essence. We can get it from cotton, but I don't think I haven't found that yet. I suppose I could always go mutant. I need to get some bones if I'm going to do mutandis. Let's just leave that for a moment. Go back over here. Let's we'll stay awake for the night, basically. So this is oh, they're ready for cross crops. Okay, let me just do that. Grab you and you, and all I'm doing is there's a moment. This is a very inefficient way of increasing the properties, but that is a 3, 2, 3. That should just be a 2 something something. 2, 1, 1. Not a huge improvement, but that's fine. Food. But what we do is we go and we then take out the lower spec ones from the. Oh, you've just that again, haven't you? You swine. Okay. No, there you go. So you are 2, 1, 2. You are 3, 1, 2. So if that one goes in, that is 4, 5. Oh, hang on, no, that's not done yet. We're waiting for that. That's not analysed, that's not analysed. So we'll take you out because you're going to be rubbish, and we'll pop you in. And we've got a couple of those. And then we let them grow up and then we cross them again. Simples. But there is actually a more efficient way of doing that, which we'll probably get into. Well, I might actually just go and let's see what we had over there. That's all ones. That's a 2, 2, 1. So we could actually go and take out that other unanalyzed one, because it'll speed us up a little bit. and then we wait for that to cross. Yeah, let me set us up a sort of a cross crop area, because I'd like to actually try doing potato. Well, we can do potatoes and carrots, can't we? Because I've got them there. Can't really do much. What are you? Seeds. I think you're just going to be wheat. Trying to get this to give me more mandrake. Yeah, just seeds. Okay, but let those grow up again, and then we'll keep on. We'll keep on working on those. There's me mandrakes. Food. More food. The unidentified seed. Actually reasonable, but none of them worth writing home about. Keeping those because they'll come in handy for Britannia. Which, speaking of which, let's have a look at our next main quest before we. So we need to do a day bloom. Two yellows, a blue, and an orange. Light blue and an orange. Might as well make two of them. And we'll find out if these are actually we should be able to find out by reading about them, shouldn't we? Oh, hello. Okay, give me generating flora, the day bloom. Okay. Day bloom is most basic rudimentary generating flower. Simply put, it performs a modified photosynthesis in order to transform sunlight into mana. The process is rather slow, but about half a dozen of these should get the job done for now. Oh, they're passive, which means they will decay after some time. So, yeah, this is the nobbled version. Okay, that's fine. We've still got two. I just need a couple of seeds, which we'll take those. We'll do some analysis of some of these other seeds as well. Right now, I think we're looking pretty good. So we're going to go 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1. And that will give us those, which will give me. Go with the 5. I'm not so worried because we can sleep through the night. So we've got 7 of those. Now we've got to do the mana spreader, which will be certainly the wood, and that's simple enough. So we just need one of those. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and a petal. What have I got? Lots of. Nothing really, have I? Black. So we just need half of that. That should be that. Then we need a mana pool, which is 5. So at least we're on the version of this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which works reasonably straightforward. And we'll take more day blooms. That gives me a composter, compost bin, which will give me some compost, and essential seeds. Infuse wheat seeds with a bit of manna to get, and that is where we're into the stuff. Yeah, alright, now I know where we're going. And we also need a wand of the forest. Let me get that sorted. Of course, you know it's going to be purple. I need those sticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it going to be purple? No, it's not going to be purple. And why is it not going to be purple? I haven't got purple. In the absence of purple, it will be black. That will give me you, and that's going to give me some more floral fertilizer. We can get plenty of flowers, we've got loads of floral fertilizer, so that's all good. Let's go and see if we can't sleep the night off. It all depends. Yeah, we can. Then we can go and see if there are any spooders to kill. With a witch, lots of creepers, zombie pooch. Spooder over there, I don't know whether I can get to him in time. But he's already despawned. So unless I'm looking pretty good though, what do you think, huh? I mean, you know, architecture's fairly limited. Limited to a degree by the thing. I will get a screenshot of this in a moment, but first things first, let me get you on the floor. Then let me get you there. That's all good. And then we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these should all be bound to that one. And off we go. Now I've got another 7, so I can do that again, and then we can start using the hydrangeas if we really want to. They're all passive, so they'll all decay. So the last thing I want to do before we move on is I just want to replace this with dirt. So I'll go and get that going. I should have enough dirt to replace all of that, and then we'll get some proper breeding going, and we'll see how that goes. Back in a moment. Alright, I've cleared the trees out. We'll do the trees somewhere else. I have now got pumpkin seeds from this cross these crosses here. Obviously we also have belladonna, and we also have mandrakes, which we probably need to analyse. But what I've set up is these are areas, so what we'll do is we'll grow these up, and then we'll cross crop on the 4, and we'll get all 4, we'll take those, and we'll basically replace the corners, and that should in theory get us to a 10-10-10 seed as fast as possible. Why do I want a 10-10-10 seed? Well, very simple really. You get more items out of it. The weed, I don't think the strength is an issue. I don't think weeds are enabled, and the growth is the speed, so they will grow faster. Really simple. So I've got my carrots going over here. These will, oh, those are potatoes, sorry. These are carrots. Yeah, carrots. So we'll get those, we'll cross those, we'll put that in there, we'll bring that over there, and then we'll continue, and we'll basically swap out. However, we can go and analyse these pumpkin seeds. See what we got. These should be 111, because they're all brand new. We can also do the belladonna seeds. 221 111 and 111. So those are crap. Now if we look at the book now, we should see that wheat, the belladonna with wheat can give carrot and potato, but the belladonna and potato can give me something else. Now if we look at the, we can actually cheat. Belladonna and potato will give me mandrake, which we've got, so we don't need to worry about that. And we can also get water artichoke if we do belladonna and mandrake on a water pad, which is yeah, that thing we accidentally found. The sensible thing to do here, and we can also go, let me just come back in here. So we've got belladonna, we've also got carrots with thing will make wheat and carrots we don't know, carrot and potato, sorry, carrot and pumpkin we don't know. So now we've got, can see that the belladonna and potato's got one, pumpkin will do something. And we've got that one, still need to work out. So eventually we'll get to the point where we fill in these blanks. Now I'm going to be doing a lot of this between episodes, so I'm just going to be kind of grinding these cross crops and seeds as far as we can, because one of the things we want to do is get the older day blooms used, and then once these are finished, that will give me more. Then I'll probably put down the hydrangeas as well, and the hydrangeas are simple. We just need to put an infinite water source near them, and they'll go and they'll drink it all up. We'll probably do those one at a time because they actually are quite powerful. Need to do these at night. You need to be doing something. So maybe I'll put some crop plots down here. I don't know, maybe on this side we'll just come in and do take those away, and then we can keep the cross crops going, because we are going to be heavily into the essence crops, into this is where we're going to be, because we want those. That's your first step, and that's how we're going to get metal, and I don't mean, you know, heavy. Not sure if we've got anything else. We've got a runic altar. Okay, so that's yeah, okay, that's fine. What the world teaches, we're selling books. We probably need to have a bash at that at some point. The enables is we need to do the snorkel. That's a thing, and that will give us how to dive, breathing underwater. You notice that we can't stay underwater for long. What the world embraces is this lot, so we've got some of these. We need to do some of those. The encoding of the world is this shifty business and bees. Life of the world, oh hello. We need to get some grape seeds. What have I done? I've done pumpkin seeds, okay. We'll get some pumpkin pie. So, oh, we get all of the melon, barley, artichokes, and then more. Anyway, I am going to get myself a screenshot for the episode, and we're going to call this episode here. But making really good progress, I think. So let's just come over here, and that kind of sums up the space nicely, I think. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm going to keep grinding those crops. I'll try not to make any new ones, or I might do some of the ones we've spoken about. But until next time, thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Bye for now.